All right, guys, this is Jason from the Brass Brigade. Today we're going to talk about the Ironheart 17 ounce CPO Work shirt. So check it out. This is take two. I just did this. The video was way too long. I'm going to kind of cut to the point. All right. The Brass Brigade, we have a 40 possible point scoring system. You can get up to 10 points in comfort, build, price, and cool factor. All right, this is a 17 ounce Japanese duck canvas work shirt or CPO shirt. It's kind of like a hybrid. So they put hand warmer pockets in there, right? Which makes it sort of like a jacket shirt thing, right? If I'm being honest, I could have went without the hand warmer pockets just because I like to wear button downs a lot. I like to wear them under my jacket. So I don't know, but that's just a personal preference. It's not going to affect the score of the Ironheart CPO shirt. So this also goes by the untucked, so it's a little bit longer, right? It's sort of a like a classic workwear silhouette. This is my first piece from Ironheart, and a lot of good things about this thing, and then a couple not so good things. So for comfort, it gets a 10. Dude, this thing fits perfectly. I'm 5'11", about 160 pounds. Really liking the fit, man. This thing fits really well. I'm pretty stoked on that. Something to note though is I normally wear like a medium in, button downs or jackets. With Ironheart, you're going to want to size up. So if you're a medium, get a large. If you're a large, get an extra large. If you really want to play it safe, take your measurements, check their website, make sure you get the right size, okay? For build, dude, this thing's built really well. It has some details like custom snaps. They're pretty heavy duty, right? It has something they call a runoff stitching, which this is like a traditional type thing that, I guess they used to do with a lot of workwear. Also, I've seen this done on selvage denim. Just a little detail, right? On the inside of the arms, like in this area on the seams right here, it has like this piping. And what that does basically is it eliminates fraying. So like on this Carhartt one, it doesn't have that piping. And if you were to look at the edge of the canvas, you can start to see it unravel. So it sort of prevents that. So that's really good. It has twill-lined hand warmer pockets. Has a little twill lining right here around the collar on the inside, which feels pretty nice against your neck. It also has twill on the cuffs. So the build is amazing. I mean, it really is built really, really nice. Dude, it has a nice little pin separator for your pocket right here. Really like the layout. It's built great. I'll give it a 10. Here's where it starts to take a nosedive. So my last video is way too long, so I'm going to try to shorten this up. Price, I'm going to give it a 7. Dude, this thing was $370, okay? Now, I did some research, and I found that they probably cost them $40 to make this shirt. But let's just say it cost them $50 each to make this shirt. They are charging 7 times more than what it costs to make this shirt. I literally looked up like the best American and Japanese duck canvas. It takes about 2 yards to make this shirt. And I rounded everything up. So for canvas, it maybe cost them $20 to get custom made snaps in brass or copper. $4. It ranges anywhere from, I think it's 30 cents, 50, something like that. I did the math, and it's $4 in snaps. And that's if you don't order in bulk. Labor costs about $10 on average for labor, and that's in the US, okay? US manufacturing is actually more than imported stuff. So I said $10 for labor, thread, etc. We'll give it another 6. That came out to 40, but I'm saying let's round up to 50. At $50 per shirt in materials, they're charging 7 times more than it costs them to make them. which is fucking bananas, dude. That's crazy. To give you an idea how crazy that is, this Carhartt, okay, new, not on sale, it's about 80 bucks, which makes about cents, right? It probably cost them, let's just say it cost them $30 each to make. It doesn't. It probably costs way less. But, you know, around 90 bucks, that would be 3 times more than what it cost them. They're probably charging more than that. But let me give you another example of how expensive this is. This is a 100% USA made and sourced wax canvas jacket, lined, right? Quilted lining, freaking Oxford 9.5-inch sailcloth, 9.5 ounce. I think I said inch. Whatever. You get the point is, dude, that jacket was $8 more than this work shirt. All right, that's fucking wild. So for price, I got to give them a 7. Cool factor, I'm also going to give them a 7. Yeah, they're a real niche-y type motorcycle, heavy-duty workwear type inspired brand, and I know there's a lot of Ironheart freaking fanboys out there, but I don't know, man. That's crazy. $370, dude, for a work shirt. Yeah, and I paid for it. So this gets a total score of 34 at the Brashgate. Anything above a 35, I highly recommend. Now, if you're like some rich guy or you just won the lottery, then fucking send it, get it. It's amazing. It fits well. It's amazing. But something to note, on almost every review I watched or short, they're like, oh, it's 17 ounce, duck canvas. It's super stiff, super rigid. You're going to have to break it in. One guy even said it took him 6 months to break it in. I've been wearing this thing for less than 2 weeks on and off, and it broke in after the 3rd or 4th wear. I mean, look, I'm already getting creasing in the arms. It's not very stiff at all. If I had to compare this 17 ounce Japanese duck canvas to something that we're more familiar with, it's literally about the same as 12 ounce Carhartt firm duck. It does not feel thicker than that. It feels almost identical. In fact, for an example, this is a pair of 12 ounce tin duck work pants. Okay. Now these have been washed a lot. I've had these for like 2 years. With the exception of the colorway, if you look, they're almost identical in terms of like how they feel, thickness, even the coarseness to the touch. They feel almost identical. The Ironheart, it might be slightly thicker, but I mean slightly. So when I heard 17 ounces, I was expecting some really thick, robust, rigid stuff. It's not. It literally feels like, again, Carhartt firm duck. So 34, I recommend it if you can afford it, but $370 for a work shirt does seem kind of crazy to me. So anyways, do what you want with this review. Just make sure you size up. And all in all, I do like it. It's just pretty damn expensive. Have a great weekend, guys. Yeah.